hello, it's later, and it's down, losses down to 0.0037, which whatever, sounds good. Let's take a look. It's like a rock tumbler. Especially because it's like it's not done. Like it's iterative. You have to do like a couple runs, and for something like a full cat, probably like a good chunk of runs. Oh, I gotta go get my tablet though. Well, not for this part. I'm also I'm setting up to like record new data, because this data is good, but it's like could be better. So iterate. Where are we? Who are we? What are we doing? That guy. Do. So I just did this. Evaluate network, as far as I can tell, does not produce anything that is useful to me. I don't know. Let me look back at their doc now that I've had a little bit of time to pickle. Okay. I know how to do this. I've done it before. You just go here, and there's like a part. You go to the website, and then you go down, and there's docs. Hard. All right. Oh my god. Ugh, it's too much information on the screen. Okay. I need to ask about the part affinity fields. I need to know the answer to that. Okay, post config YAML handbook. Okay. Because there was a path width. Oh wait, you're in my guy, right? Yes. Right? Aren't you? Wasn't there like a big wad of docs in here? I looked at that before. Right? Oh yeah, because Deeplabcut is above docs, wild. And we're looking at recipes. We're looking at post config YAML. Right? Recipes, post config YAML. Post config YAML breakdown. Okay. This I can accept. I can deal with this way better. Look at it's like what is like it's just too much on the screen. Make it go away. Especially because I could pop this open in VS Code, but let's see if I'm going to add this plugin to PyCharm plugins, mark map. The plugin infrastructure is like nothing, not even close. Okay, so Alt F12, and then I just say code. Do I even have this? I can't remember. I gotta get off Windows. But it's just like, I try, but then something will break. And it's fine. Ubuntu is getting very good. And with the bot, it's a different story. Okay. So where we are, we're recipes, we're looking at post config YAML, and we're going to look at, yes, please, thank you, Jesus Christ. Mark map. Okay. Okay, so what do we got here? This is all I want. Just progressive disclosure. Okay. This is okay. Yeah. Blah blah blah. range of training parameters. Hyperparameters. It's just like, it was like, this one of those things I was like furious when I found out that hyperparameters was just like fucking settings. It's like, get over yourself, machine learning community. All right. Max input size, min input size, global scale, batch size. This is good stuff for me. Path width. I suspect that they do have paths. Change the max input size and the resolution of videos. I will die on this hill. Why the fuck is there a max input size? Just fucking use the input I give you. Like, is there a reason? Is there a reason? First scaling to get... Yeah, and also, like, don't scale it. Why are you scaling it? Yeah, just don't fuck with my pictures. Just like MediaPipe does this shit too. It drives me crazy. Like, is there a reason? Is it because you think it'll take too long? Because like, I chose. Like 4K is fine. I know it's like my computer's powerful and other people's aren't. Trying to make it easier, blah blah blah. But it's just like the fact that I give it a larger image and it just like has a little print image. It's like, JK, not gonna work. We're gonna die and not work. It's just like, that's the part. I'm annoyed because I always have to go and change it. And there's a way to probably make it default, but I'm using the GUI and I can't see it, and I'm blah blah blah. Anyways, what is the config YAML file? What are you? You're a little one. I know that though. Okay, quick start, full parameter list, talk. See, you don't have to say talk; it just is that. Also, I don't think that's how we do term. Whoa. Okay. Full print. Yeah. See, this is like this isn't how that's supposed to go. Great. It's not supposed to be in there. Data augmentation. So okay. So this is the neural network itself, and data augmentation. They like fuck around with the images, so you can make a bunch of like, it's basically a bunch of synthetic data based off like wibbity boobities of the stuff you put in, which is great. Which is like how they get the robustness, I think. This fucking thing. This fucking thing. Having a higher batch size can be beneficial in terms of models generalization. Okay. Postdist thresh. Oh, great. Thank you. That's useful. I'm glad that you saved all that time writing all those letters out. It's path width, which I believe is part affinity field width, which is like the elbow longs for the wrist. Within a certain width. Is that where I set the segment lengths? I bet I could. Depends on what they take as an input. Oh yeah, and then this is the data augmentation, which I am kernel. So this, and they have image. Oh, edge detection. Cool. Okay. Let's dig in. Still so mad. The default for single animal project is 1. MADLC it's 8. It's the number of frames used per training iteration. In both cases, you can increase the batch size up to the limit of GPU memory and train for a lower number of iterations. Plateauing loss can be treated as an indicator of reaching optimal performance. So I want that to be higher. Okay. Values mentioned above. Knowing your own data. Unfortunately, not all hyperparameters, blah, blah, blah. It's the size of the window within which detections are considered positive training samples, meaning they tell the model it's going. The size of the what window? In which detections. Okay. Check this out. Check this out. 1-1. I just remembered that I'm an idiot. Why would I, a simple robe machine, like, what am I? Where am I gonna do this? I'll do it in my own house. Boop doop doo doo doo. Boom. No, where are you at? Grab. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, right. I've learned this lesson over and over. I don't like it, but it is what it is. You can't do it from the VS Code here. It's weaker than the real one. For some reason, don't know what that means. What was my question? I had a question, and that question was, the fuck is this about? Okay, so now I'll have the full document and that question and my reasonable positive threshold. Which window? What's the window in this case? You might want additional information. It might not all be in here. Okay. The window in this case refers to the pixel area around the true label. Fucking thank you, Jesus Christ. The pixel around the window, around a true label, within which the predicted points are considered correctly detected by the model during training. It's like a margin of error allowed for the model's predictions. I should put this somewhere you can see it. See, that's great. Look at that. Why can't you be more like this machine? Also, you see how we could like literally just like fucking like, just like feed it through. Just be like, make it better. And it just will. Or just like have it live in the server and explain things to you. That's going to happen for FreeMoCap like pretty soon. But like, basically just like feed the bot the docs and then just like be like, ask. Oh, what's the default? 17. It's a pixel value and it's a fucking hard number? Oh my god, no wonder it's not learning. Because I'm giving it 4K images and 17 pixels is fucking nothing. It's in pixels? Its method of learning associations between pairs of body parts by presuming the location orientation of the limb connection between two key points. I mean, it could also be wrong, just to be clear. Like, it could be how do you know that? What is your source? Be specific. This is where if you set it up with like, there's ways of doing this where it can like set its sources better. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, but like, no, but how? No, but how do you know it's a pixel window? I mean, what else could it be? It's not like, I don't know what I would prefer here, but like image ratio or something like that. And also, to be clear, like, this is not necessarily against Deeplabcut. Like, I would not be at all shocked if that was absolutely standard practice. I'm just saying, could be better. Okay, path width. So it's a method for learning. So does that mean if I'm putting in high res images, I should increase this number? Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, we need it. Okay, cool. We can do that. Default value is there. 20. It's a method of learning associations between pairs of body parts by preserving the location and orientation of the limb, the connection between the two key points. This learned part affinity helps in proper animal assembly, making the model less prone to associating body parts of one animal with those of another. It's a really cool system. They basically that's how they just like they bootstrap your shit up, you know. It's like, oh yeah, you labeled 20, you labeled 12 images. Okay, we're gonna like make like a ton of them, and we're gonna fuck them all up because we know that this is where the right answer is because you told us. That's also why like mislabeling is costly, which is why I shouldn't do it the way that I've been doing it, but I'm going to. It's like I still don't know. I really want to know if I like, do I get the paths? First of all, I guess I have to go back to using the script again because the GUI does not have nearly enough information. I don't know if you can even set most of these things. I guess you can, but I need to set like the fucking defaults and stuff. Because yeah, so this is the part that's like slurping it in from the function definitions itself, which despite my preference for short and small files, I really can't bring myself. This I do hate. This I just saying. Not saying not saying I don't get it. Just saying I don't like it. It just smells bad. Okay. So this is this guy. Are we gonna be doing this? I'll keep it in Aaron's repo just to keep the stuff together. Where is it? It is here. Alrighty. What the hell am I doing? I was Oh, right. I just wanted to check. I wanted to check what the outcome was. All right, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay, do I have the right of this? I don't. Okay. F2 control. Wait, no. Right click. Copy as path. Config path. Doink. You don't exist anymore. And we want to label. Oh, right. And it's probably not going to work because they're 4K. And the last time I did this, I was using webcams. Yeah, like that's. Well, what do you know about that? Yeah, it wasn't going to learn. I mean, it probably I can check, and I might be wrong. But if that really was a setting that was like, if it's not counting it as like moving in the right direction, if it's out, unless it's within like 10 pixels. Let me double check what that said. I'll check it later. What am I doing? I am analyze videos. Yeah, I guess I can still do this. Yeah, I can do this. I don't know if I want to filter them. I still don't really know what that's up to. Okay. I don't know if we need the HDF, right? Do we? Like, what work is that doing? Like, this is not big data. Like, could it just be a dictionary? Could it just be a JSON? Does it have to be HDF5? How much are we using it? To use intersection. I don't know what that means. In random order. Oh my god, you can set it. Thank god. Change backside if given, it overwrites the value in. It's the CNF global state. That's the configs that are just like fed around and slurped in and slurped out, like CNF global state. Like it's like that is the spaghetti, is these little guys. And so just like making grumpy back-end things that take in grumpy pedantic models that auto-validate on creation and cannot be broken. That's how we get away from the thing of like none type is blank. Oh no, it's empty. Like we don't that it, like if that's going to happen, it happens immediately and it crashes everything. Pedantic models are like, if I'm wrong, like if you even try to put a float where you said it was an int, I will. We're going. Right. What's all this shit? Okay. If the state is true, then the dynamic cropping will be performed. This means that the object is if the object is detected, i.e. any body part detected on threshold, then object boundaries are computed according to the largest and smallest x position and y position of all body parts. The window is expanded by the margin by the margin, and from then on only the posture within this crop is analyzed until the object is lost, i.e. less than detection threshold. The current position is utilized for updating the crop window for the next frame. This is why the margin is important and should be set as large, should be set large enough given the movement of the animal. Fuck me running. Cool. What? Okay, it's a triple state, detection threshold, margin. State is true. Okay. Okay. So we want that. We want that too. Detection threshold is a confidence value. It'll probably be way faster if we do that because we're analyzing way less information. But do I trust it? Do I trust it? No one's mentioning it. I don't see it anywhere. I guess it says dynamically cropped body part. Robust end frames. I'll evaluate a picture's number of framed in a robust manner. Great. Cool. Glad to know that it's robust. That's really informative and illuminating. Like, who wouldn't want that? Like system diagnostics on startup, right? Like something like you wake up and you're like, who am I attached to? What's my computer? What's my CPU? How many cores? What's my GPU? How much VRAM does it have? Recommend some shit. What are my videos? What are their sizes? What are the resolution? What's their bit rate? Just like slurp it all up and say, hey, yo, this is what we got. This is what we think you should do. This is balanced. This is fast, quick and dirty, long running. It's like we, the developers, I'm putting myself in this class. We know how to do that. We just do that. And so just do it. Just be like, hey guys, hey, just what? That's the progressive disclosure, I think. It's like when someone shows up, they're not going to know shit. They're not going to understand anything. They're going to have no intuitions. They're not going to know how to find the docs. They're not going to know how to interpret the docs. They're not going to have the training to look at something that they don't understand and just keep reading it. So greased rail from the outside to the inside. Like what is the simplest possible route from, hey, I just found this to, holy shit, it's working. And then all this other stuff, like this is great. Like I don't have this of like having like the configurable stuff. But that they need to happen kind of in both spaces, like progressive disclosure, right? Like it opens up like, oh, look, would you like to know more? Use shelve. Using a shelf, i.e. a pickle based. So what is shelf? Is this like a word you made up, or is this like a word I should know? A pickle-based persistent database-like object by default, resulting in constant memory footprint. Okay. Oh, that's why my VRAM is so big? Is that right? By default, the data are dumped in a pickle file at the end of the video analysis. Otherwise, data are written to disk on the fly. Otherwise, so if I set this to true, Jesus fuck. Otherwise, in the otherwise case, I have to assume that because it's called use shelve and the second half of this sentence is otherwise use data risk on the fly using a shelf, that this is what happens if use shelf is true, which by default it's not, which is why it's otherwise. You see the problem here. I hope that we understand. And all this shit, dump it straight into the bot and it'll just fix it. Just be like, hey, could you unfuck this for me? And it'll be like, absolutely I can. And then just spot check it. It'll be right. And if it's not right, then you didn't give it enough information. Just give it more, dump it in, ask a different question. You can put them against each other. Be like, hey, here's the original and in the cleaned up version. Are they equivalent? This is how we do it. This is how we feed the snake to the snake. And grab snake, insert snake, repeat. Ad infinitum. This function has 3 related subcalls. I'm sorry, which function? Because we're on the left here. Is it auto track? Okay, by default, tracking and stitching are automatically performed, producing the final H5 data. This is once again, this is equivalent to the behavior for single animal projects. Where are we? What is this multi-animal, single animal distinction? Is it, do I have to make the choice? Is it a different code base? Is it a same pipeline? Does everything from one apply to the other, or are they different? I don't know, because here we are in this help function, and then randomly out of nowhere, first of all, oh wait, no, it says right here. Nice, that's amazing. Formatting, I guess, is the point here. The following parameters. Wait, where did this? Oh, this part is where I got confused. Yeah, formatting. The name of this particular game is formatting. We're gonna. Oh my god, I can't select it. You son of a. I'm not gonna fix it. I'm weak. Control Shift F. You fuck. The following parameters are. Thank you. Now, if we were to do boink, 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 and save, go away, go away. I'm gonna go back here. Oh, cool! It doesn't remember my last one. Let me just use the recent one because it's great that that's there. Oh wait, it doesn't work. Oh, nice. Not saying I don't understand. Where does this go? Okay. That's good. But that goes somewhere different. You could be forgiven for thinking the question marks. The question. So this is, so learn DLC makes a pop-up. First of all, you can just make that a straight link. It makes a pop-up that sends me to the docs. Love that. Still don't, like, 3 columns is too many. It's the end. It's like, and I don't know where to look here. It's like there's a whole thing with that, but that's fine. And then this is a question mark, which does another pop-up that sends me to the forums on the GitHub page. No, not on an image I see. It's like, those are both helpful things, but I wouldn't, like, it's weird that they're in 2 places, and it's weird that they pop up a window, and it's like, again, never would I say, oh, that's so funny. This is the real Python how to make a Qt GUI tutorial. Like, someone did the tutorial, and then didn't really add much to it. And I don't think some of this stuff works. I like this though. I want to steal this. And then this doesn't work. I think it's because I think this was in the tutorial, but it was like towards the end. Oh, it's fine. I also didn't do that part. I was just like, and should I do this? And I'm not doing this shit. But you set it up before. But then they only actually make that thing happen previous. And then you have to also, like, you have to manage state, which clearly they're not doing because it doesn't remember the settings. Persist. You have to persist the state, meaning just save it to a JSON and then load it on startup. Focus, fucker. Oh, I remember on occasion what I was doing. I was going, where was I? Where was the rabbit's hold? Was it here? Or is it here? Was it here? It was here. Now we see, is it more bigger in the thing that was not small? Oh, probably not, actually, yeah. Because Qt does not render Markdown by default, assuming that this is like a text box or whatever. Q label, maybe? I don't know. You have to tell, like, you have to do something special for it to do Markdown, but really just fuck Qt. We should be making web apps. React, Vue.js, whatever. And then web app front end, fast API, Unicorn, Python backend. Eventually we're going to wrap it up into a Tori packager, you see. We're talking about FreeMoCap, but we could talk. I thought maybe I could. You see. Okay, what the fuck are we? Focus. Auto track. So these are multi-animal projects. By default, tracking and stitching are automatically performed, producing the final H5 data. Right. This is the part which I'm sure happens a lot, where I'm like shouting in anger about something which is literally on the screen. Where's the information? Like, oh shit, it's right there. But like, I nonetheless stand by it because, like, universal design, curb cuts, 99% whatever biddable, 99% invisible podcast curb cuts episode, universal design. If I had a hard time doing it, whatever child wanders into the room is completely lost. What is the tagline? 13-year-old with no technical training and no outside assistance should be able to do it on their own in the first shot without blah blah blah. That's the highfalutin aspirational goal. I mean, these fuckers teach them how to set up HMD environments, VR environments. Like, it's like, if Vive can do it for HMD volume calibration, we can do it for this click them on the dots with the mouses. Okay. By default, tracking and stitching are automatically performed, producing the final H5 data. This is equivalent to the behavior for a single animal project. Okay. Auto track. Optional, default, true. Automatically performed. Okay. If false, one must run convert detections to tracklets and then stitch tracklets afterwards in order to get to you, whatever the fuck you are. Also, what the hell is this? Transformers. I want those. Blah blah blah. Okay, this function, and we don't know which function, I think, at this point. Oh, it's in the analyze videos things, because this is how we do the. It's this way. What the way that I've learned we ain't supposed to do it. I was told by a member of this community, not this community, but like software development. Every time I see it, I get mad. Like, you're not supposed to do all this work in the init file. Or wait, no, this is fine. Yeah, it's like the Deeplabcut dot and like stuff like that. I think it's just not how. It's just not how it's done, I'm told. Because like, you should just import the things like from Deeplabcut, import analyze videos. That's the way it's recommended to be done these days. Because then I don't know why, but I do like it better. And I think just like you communicate, I think like this style is like communicating to the user by saying like, here's the stuff I put in my init file, come check it out. And I think with like, I think it's just like you can do it by endpoints and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what this shit is. Identify only. If true, the animal identity is learned by the model. Assembly, tracking, rely on, and tracks. Okay, so I think I have the answer, and I think that OpenVino. I think I know. I think the answer is that. They did it right. They did the right thing, where it's the not stupid version of the story, where unsurprisingly, where it's like when they did the multi-animal thing, which was another stupid fucking publication. This is part of the problem of publications. It's like it's like the documentation is like the one that is vaulted is the publication, but it's static. It's like years and years out of date. But there's still kind of this like general energy of like you should go read the paper, because it's so much more polished than the docs. Because of course it is. But the docs are the parts that actually need to be good for the project, for the tool to be the tool it can be. Sure. And yeah, and it's just like we don't get rewarded for that kind of shit. Like the system is broken. I don't know what the shuffling is. Okay, there was a couple things I wanted to add. Batch size up. Because basically right now I'm trying to overtrain on this particular video set. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna go get new videos. I don't care what we're doing actually. In random order doesn't mean anything. Cropping doesn't mean anything. Dynamic. I think I do want this because I think it will. Dynamic. Speed up things by a lot, and it take, because like that's the thing about a 4K GoPro image is it's like it's a shit ton of pixels, but you're mostly not using them. You know, like it's the most of those pixels are wasted. So I'm gonna try to trust the dynamic thing. God, it just adds complexity though. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so it needs to be true, which, like, by the way, if it's optional, then you don't need to have, if it exists, then they set it. So you don't need the 3, you just need the 2. Like, its existence is the truthy that you were looking for. Okay, detection threshold. And margin, which is presumably in pixels. Okay, so I guess this won't do anything until we're already tracking stuff, right? Curious to, I'm still curious to see. Robust end frames. Evaluate a video's number of frames in a robust manner. This option is slowly, as the whole video is read frame by frame, but does not rely on metadata, hence its robustness against file corruption. Oh, that seems like someone's data got fucked up, so they added a weird route to solve that problem, and just like left it in as an option, which I guess, but like I don't understand. Also know what this is. Okay, use shelf. By default, oh, fuck me. Christ in space. By default, this is written by Germans. No offense. But it's got this kind of like non-native speaker energy to it, which is not your fault. I don't speak German, but it's just like, just send it through the machine, please. Just send it through the machine. It's like, please explain this in a way that human minds can understand. It's like, it's the academic thing, it's the student thing, it's the whole thing of like, all the information's available. Fuck you, I'm out. Like, do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how much work it was to get this thing to work one time, and you want me to come back to it and clean it up? Bitch, I'm done. I'm over here now. So, I'm not saying I don't get it, just saying we could do better as a community. I will come back. I will clean it up. This is what I'm saying. Me and Skelly, we and the crew of me and all the rest of the skeletons, what are available for such tasks. Okay, Christ Almighty. There was something else, wasn't there? Oh, that was elsewhere. Fuck. That was in the path, right? $45 minutes. And I have not yet done the task, which is over there. But we did want to check this. We did have... Oh no, it was in the other place. Keep deconv weights. Also allows the weights of the deconvolution layers and the backbone when you're training from a snapshot. I just don't... It's like they're talking to like the high-level computational grad students in the room, or like postdocs or something like that. And it's like, you know, that is opening it up to people who normally wouldn't see it. But I'm just saying, we can go bigger. We can go wider. We can cast a much larger net, you see. This is how we kill God. No, don't do it. Oh, this I need. Okay. Okay, so where's that? That's... fuck me. Who was it? That was Analyze Videos. And then... As if I could ever understand. It's at the top, I guess? Is the bigger number bigger? Pose, config, YAML, the template is a useful setting parameters. Now, does the pose config contain things that are specific to that recording? Okay, so oh right, and these are things I needed to change. Yeah. And then in there I need to increase pause dist thresh. I do like that you got the documentation in here with it. That's good. All locations within this distance threshold are considered positive training samples for the detector. Okay, maybe I don't want to change that. Hyperparameters worked well below for our tasks here. Okay. What is this? What is this? Is this a joke? Are you joking at me? You think this is funny? You think this is a game? It is. Will automatically updated metadata set. Okay. Updated create training. Yeah. Will by create training. I guess they're saying by create training dataset code. Okay. Okay. So this is how you default it, is you do this. This is like, it's cute, it's funny, it's harder to understand. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm not saying it's not cute and funny. I'm just saying it could be clearer. All images will be rescaled by the following parameters to be processed by CNN. You can by cross-validation. Probability augmenters will be applied to input. Note their own probability. Okay, it's probably over there. Resize images. Don't you fuck. Smart on the fly. Replacing. Is this for the image augmentation? It is. Okay, that's for the cropping shit. Okay, that's fine. 400. It's still got to bump it up though, because it's pixel based, and it really this should be it should be image ratio, like out of 1, and then multiply it by the resolution later. Other crop sample variants, spatially uniform sample of crops over the image, key points, space sampling, density, hybrid. What's hybrid? Sure. Data loaders, C factory. I don't want to. To not apply rotation, put false. There is no clearer way to say that. No notes. To not apply rotation, put false. In order to avoid applying a rotation, put false. So if I have put true, it will rotate. But I also can't help but notice that this is not in fact a Boolean. Are you telling me that this thing can either be an integer or a Boolean? Or is it a float or an integer or a Boolean? Listen. I'm not saying I don't understand how this could happen, but I am saying you wrote this in August of 2020. Which, to be fair, a lot of shit was going down in August of 2020. I was losing my whole ass mind. I was immolating my scientific career, which, oh, dearie me. Never said it. No idea what you're talking about. Where were we? Oh, I was making fun of people for having a different native language than me. This is all the jitter shit. It's fine. I mean, this is the part that makes it work. Okay. By create training dataset code. Oh, because you probably don't even reference it. You probably just overwrite it. That's why you can't find it. Default tab. Who are you? Who are you? Yeah. Jesus. Okay. I'm going to say okay. Nah. Custom configs. Sure. Boop. I guess I'll call it Pooh because it is for Pooh, but it's probably going to be similar for all of me. Like all of my things. Pooh the cat. No, I'm just going to call it who gives a shit? No, I'll call it Mathis. No, JSM. Because you have reads CFG, this looks different actually. Great. I don't know what you're doing. Inference CPG. Okay, assembly of paths to individuals. Where do you get used? Inference config. Okay, I still don't trust it. Oh my god. We're in predict videos. Okay. So we'll set that later. We'll set that later. We'll do the whatever. But for now, we actually just want to. This was productive. Like reading the information that's available is informative, of course, unshockingly. And it's making more sense like how this has been so effective because like yeah, anyone that puts some time into this and sort of knows how to code can like you can build your own pipelines that will work. All the useful stuff is available and it is explained at some level at some point. It's just super bouncy for newbies, I think, is the main thing that's the code is like it doesn't have a consistent style guide. It doesn't follow best practices. It doesn't follow standard conventions. It doesn't follow PEP 8. It's way too big. It's got this all these like classic sins and smells to it. And the GUI's all fucked up. So it's all sorts of issues. But like, yeah, like if you spend the time and like percolate in the waters for a bit, like yeah, you can do it. You can learn to swim. You can learn to fly. Which is why it's time. It's time to, like we've done, like there is a path, but it could be improved. It could be made happier, a happier path. You see. And you wouldn't have to, you hypothetical developers, specific and hypothetical future developers, like you wouldn't have to do it. Like you wouldn't have to find the students and manage the students. You hear that? That's the sound of Pooh sitting on my keyboard. We would do it. Okay, where the fuck am I? Who are you people? Where am I? What are you? Who are any of us? What are... We're not doing that because then there's no settings that pop up, like, right? Because we like what settings do you use when I do this? What settings, like, this is where like model view controller stuff is super helpful because if you just have one model, data model, and like everything references it, then you don't have to build all the individual views on it from scratch, like, or you don't have to like manage them independently. I'll bet there's some weird fuckery in here of how you handle this checkbox because that's how I handle checkboxes, is by way of weird fuckery. And I think when we started using Qt, y'all were still on Wix. I can't remember. Oh, and I could give it a path. Analyze videos can have a path. Not from here, obviously, but from code. Oh, dear. Sorry. Low blow. Oh, can I put it behind a fast API server for myself? That'd be a pretty cool thing. Overkill. Or underkill. One thing at a time. Thank you very much. We don't have a workflow down yet, but we'll make one. Dynamic true margin threshold. I should also start using Aaron's thing because he put more work into that than I have. And I can fix it up. Where is it? Oh, the analyze videos, set data path. I can do it dynamically so I can actually save, like, pick the name according to something that's not just like, let's just dump it in the folder. It's like, cool, that's going to be really easy to keep track of as we do this iteratively. Oh, God in heaven. Okay, who is the who are you? That's the one I want. The Mighty Hunter, 10 seconds. How many FPS was that? Is that 30? Make it work, and then you can make it fast. Come on, you need the pixels. Okay, so this is a good one. Better than that one? Yeah, the other one's better because it's coming face on. Okay, so do I have to do this in one? You use like weird shit. 71. No memory, but that's fine. I mean, it's not. It's annoying. Which video? It's not both. You can tell that it's not both because it says one. But which one? Like we already know that it fucked up because it should be two. But we can still go forward, but now which one saved? Did it overwrite the one that was there, or did it bounce off and now it's still the first one? No way to know. How would you need to know that? Run it from code, you. I do have to change this. Oh. Magenta skeleton. It's gonna be ugly as sin. Oh. Okay. Oh, this is the config. I do like this. How do you do this? Edit config.yaml. Give it to me. Give it. And give it to me. Configuration editor. It says up here. Control Shift F, looking for a string. Configuration space. Ooh, I found it. Set what? Oh, great. It's in widgets. I bet this is a honking big file. Yeah, it's 700. It's bigger than it needs to be, but it's smaller than it could be. I think I want them to be under 100. I'm totally fine if it's under 200. I understand if it's under 1,000. If it's over 1,000, just saying. I'm just saying each of these could be in its own file, and then right? Like we could just put it elsewhere and just in a place. Ha. Cue dialogue. Oh, these are all dialogues. I see. Nice use of dialogues. How am I doing? Dict viewer. Okay, so you made your own. Pop context window. Okay, expand all, please. Expand all, please. Thank you. Oof. Put this in a method called initUI. This is apparently a standard practice for Qt. The bot told me that. It was just like, it's like, oh yeah, here's the UI thing. It's like, why'd you do that? It's like, oh, that's how it's done. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Because all this, like basically anything that involves like initializing the thing, just make a method and call it underscore init capital U capital I. Do it all in there. Call it from there. Good to go. And then you don't have then we don't have this shit. It's nice though. I'm into it. I am for sure into it. Pop context window. And see, this is where like if it was one file, then it would be much easier to like click on it and see where it's used. I'll just ask it where it's used. Custom context window. Okay. I can edit it like that. That seems like a weird thing to be able to do to your default config files. Why am I popping and inserting? Is that something you do I want that? Is that also like I do think it's weird that you have the files be dictionaries. It's like I don't know. It just feels weird. Like that's not the I don't know. It's a mapping, I guess, but it's like I don't know. It's fine. Again, dot size is pixels and whatnot, and like inconsistent. What's it called? Who's it? The what's it? The capitalization is inconsistent. We're being distracted by we're now in. It's cool. Get position in parent. Okay, so you have a whole thing. It's chill. Walk recursively to root. Walk backwards across parents to get keys. I don't think I mean, I'm definitely not going to use it because we already have we use a PyQt graph parameter widgets. I think is what they call theirs, and they work okay. They're a little ugly and like the CSS is hard to adapt, and like they're kind of cumbersome to work with. But we have already worked with them, and that we're like web apps. Like when you get into web dev world, like you don't have to build any of your own shit anymore. Like they just have templates. Like the world is very good at making web apps, and we don't have to do that shit. You just have to learn how to you have to learn how to speak the language of the people who are making it, respect them in their cultures. Right. So that didn't work. We understand. We're not like super stoked about it, but we get it. They wanted to come in one hit. Because it wants to be like that, and then when I do that, that'll be 2. I'm not dynamically dropping shit because I don't know what your default values are. And you can't set them from here, so I'll set them from else when I'm doing the real work later. Okay, analyze videos, and then we get these deprecation warnings, which are annoying. Especially this one. That one's so easy to fix. I'll just fix it. I should PR that in because that's a nothing fix. I won't, but I should. Also, where are you hitting that from? It's from here? Same one? Same one. Yeah, in PyQt from 5 to 6 they stopped doing that which is good because it was weird. 6 will just fail if you don't do that, but if you're using PySide, which I was shocked to learn PySide is like the better, newer, more up to date one. PyQt 6 is the one that's like managed by the company, and it's just like it's like I think it's like auto from the C++. For some reason, the PySide 6 is like the open source one. Like it was forked and like nicely open sourced and free, like FOSS. Like there's a community of people building around it, so it's much more. What's the word? It just works better. It's newer. It's up to date. It's more, blah, blah, blah. I was avoiding it because I was like, no, I don't want to use the weird one. I want to use the main one, PyQt 6, right? That's the one. That's the most up-to-date main path one. And then, again, I think it was the bot that was like, no, you're wrong. PySide 6 is the new one. I was like, it's the better one. It's like, thanks, bot. I think I asked it at some point. It's like, what the shit is the difference between these things? And I was like, oh. And how do I switch it over? It's like you just pretty much import the same things. PyQt signal is now called signal. PyQt slot is now called slot, as they should be. They have better names now. And most of the stuff is just straight up the same. And they just have more options, and their docs are better. Like PySide 6 has great docs. PyQt 6 has weird docs because they're like auto ported from C++. It's weird. So, but if you do PySide 6 docs, and basically so Qt, PySide, all these things, they're fine. If for pure Python GUIs, I think it's the better option. It's the best option we have for pure Python GUI stuff. It's fast because it's built on C++. This QML stuff is interesting. It's you can build stuff like HTML. I looked at it a lot, but ultimately I decided that it's a middle step I prefer just not to do. I'd rather just do the real thing that this is kind of simulating, which is actual web dev, HTML, the web dev pack, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but don't use JavaScript. Don't just use TypeScript. Some will say it's controversial. They are wrong. TypeScript is the answer. Got to work that out for you. But yeah, it's, so and it's like the stuff that apps used to be built on, especially scientific apps like MATLAB and stuff like that. So that's why it's like, it just looks old because it is old, and that's a good and a bad thing. And yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, so we're still running these. That one is probably the walking one. Although, of course, I will never. There's no way for me to know because it doesn't tell me which one it's working on, as far as I can tell. Because why would it? It's already giving me this raw TQDM. What's it called? Progress bar. Which, I'm happy to inform you, I cannot even search for because there's no information available about where this is coming from. Ooh, Blast. CUDA Blast. That's what I'm talking about. Blast, baby. Basic, linear, algebra, subprograms, or subsystems. I think subprograms. That's that old shit. That's the old shit. That was like the first thing they did with computers is Blast. Like, let's do linear algebra with these things. It's like, cool. Let's optimize the ever-loving hell out of them. Great. Let's secretly build the entire world off of them. Sure. Basic, linear, algebra, subprograms. Blast, baby. Still updating. How old are you? 1979. It originated as a Fortran library in 1979. Cool. Oh, look, they published it. Okay. So once this pops, I'll be able to watch it and I guess see if anything actually made it through. If it's tracking. If it's working well at this point, it should be able to I should be able to track the bird at least most of the time. Like, it would get confused if there's anything else red in the image, but I don't think there is. But I think this is the walking one because that was 120 FPS, and I think that's why it's so many frames. The other one should be it's like 294 or something like that because it's 10 seconds at 30 FPS at 4K. That one was 120 FPS at 2.7K, which in the end, like at this point of labeling and model building and stuff like that, I'd rather have the pixels than the frames, I guess is another way to say that. High quality snapshots versus high quality time trajectories. It's a trade-off because you can only slurp so much data out of the sensor at any point in time because of the realities, because of thermodynamics and Moore's law, which is probably broke. Did we break that one yet? Oh, we're analyzing them. We're not. H5. Why aren't you going? What you think about, bud? I got you. If anything, that should actually be my first thing, is just logging the shit out of everything. like adding my fancy pantsy logger with the colors and all of that, and then just logging the ever-loving fuck out of the entire thing, because I can do that non-destructively. And type hints, just type hints everywhere. Okay, we're running. And then once this is done, then I do create labeled videos. And in the meantime, I am going to see what that YAML looks like. I do think it's super cool that... Oh, wait, do I have this? I don't. It's over here. Yeah. I do think it's super cool that... H5s can show like a little plot in the viewer, but you have to know that that's the viewer, right? It's like all these things are me. Like a lot of this is me thinking about the stuff that I struggled with when I like was teaching myself how to do all this shit, like as a philosophy major coming in to the sciences from like, you know, the humanities, and being like mad. I was mad at how fucking hard it was. And it's like, why isn't anyone fucking explaining this in a way that I can do this? Like I feel like I'm... And I understand now why. It's hard. And you don't get rewarded for it. So that's why I'm like... But it's like... Make my own rewards. What am I doing? Who are you? What are any of us? Code. Yes. And then we wanted to look at the things because we're impatient. But the other one should be done, a little bit. Do baby down. Brain melting. I'm on a deadline, you see, which is why we're working in the weekend as much. What am I doing? I am looking at the datums of the H5 to get a sense of it's hot, how hot the garbage is. We expect it to be hot garbage. But the question is, how hot is the garbage? So that was the one where it's walking. So I do actually wish that I now kind of see what those, like what the plot trajectories is for. I don't love it, but I see like I would have been able to tell if it's garbage or not. And I think that's actually some of the plots that were in the paper, which is probably why they persisted and why they feel okay. Not that they don't get it, like having this just be like, here's some raw dumped MATLAB files. It's like, what is that? It's like, oh, that's the same one that we did in Figure 6 of the paper or whatever. So presumably you could go back to the paper and read that and understand what it's showing, I guess. I don't know. I guess I could also dig into the code and find the place where it's being plotted. At least use Plotly so it's interactive. So I can zoom the fuck in. And ideally, it would want to be paired with the videos and the images, or to make any sense, and just be dynamic. This is again like web appy stuff. Okay, so we did that. We did everything. We got these things. We went to do this H5 viewer, H5 code, H5 web. What did you do with that? That is cool. I do like it. It's too bright. Why are there two? There's like a... Oh, there's a pickle and a checkpoint. Oh, okay. I clicked on the wrong one. No visualization available. DF with missing. I don't understand what any of this is. I take it back. fucking H5. Maybe it needs to be like that. What the hell do I know? Plenty, actually. Okay. Create videos. Same ones are there, which is good. We appreciate that. There was a thing I remember. It's like it's saved across something. That's a shared model, so that's good. We do like that. Specify, plot all body parts, use filter data, don't do that. Plot trajectories, don't, yes. Because I think at this point, it's the data's so shitty that the filtering might take all of it out. And we can't change the filtering level here if you notice. It's just kind of a checkbox. I kind of wish I'd... Oh, it'll go through pretty fast. It's going through at... Yeah, it'll go through fine. Yum. And so once I do this, I can't because it freezes the GUI. This just runs straight in the main process? Is that what's happening here? God, it'd be great if you had logs that told you which process you were printing from. You got like a little thing that says like, you know, log level or some shit. Could I put it in here? Ooh. Bet we could. That'd be pretty easy. I'll chip away, you know. What's his head? Napari has a nice Q console widget. Ugh. Which is probably either taken from my, because I put a Q console widget in the PyQt graph demos. So either the Napari people found that and slurped it up, or they found the Stack Overflow comment that I based mine off of and built it off of that. I'm willing to bet. Can I... These are all my options, huh? I don't... Help. Okay. I want to be done. My brain hurts. Oh, good. It takes the config file. Extract outlier frames in the prediction. Are that correct? Oh, is that what that range thing is? Or not correct for a certain video? Oh my god, fucking heaven. Extracts the outlier frames if the predictions are not correct for a certain video from the cropped video running from start to stop as defined in the config YAML. Perfect. Another crucial parameter. Oh my god. German comp sci students is written by German comp sci students. I guess I don't know if it's students, German computer scientists. It's like, oh, and another thing. Edit. You can edit it. You don't have to write it all in one sitting. You can actually go back. I forgot to say, actually, add another paragraph of like another crucial parameter in config YAML is how many frames to extract, num frames to extract. Yeah, that's the one. It'd be great if I can set it here. No, I can set it over here. But like this is I'm kind of right. This is kind of fucky workflow. There is a button for editing the config YAML on a different tab, But I don't know if this tab can see it. I'm pretty sure it can, but I don't trust that. So if I would shut this down, edit it, open it back up, it forgot my previous session. I go find it, I open it, now I go back here, and then I'm kind of just trusting that this is actually going to load the one that was loaded from the thing, which is, it's easy, but okay, fitting fits an autoregressive integrated moving average. An autoregressive integrated moving average model to the data and computes the distance to the estimated data. Larger distances than epsilon are then potentially identified as outliers. I like that. Jump identifies larger jumps than epsilon. You don't get to set epsilon. Oh, you don't get to set shit. You just get that drop-down menu. I get it. Uncertain looks at frames with a confidence threshold below p-bound. That seems like the one, right? Like, that's the one where you don't know. I mean, that's right? Not this geometric thing. And I can just choose them. But the manual stuff, as far as I can tell, doesn't work. Like, I think what it is you are supposed to use like a save function in Napari, and that saves the image to the folder where these things fucking go, which God help me if I know what that is. Oh my God, tell me. Okay, so number of frames. Okay, that's a different one. List looks for a user to provide a list of frame numbers to use. Okay, so I could do that. In this case, extraction algorithm is forced to be uniform. Now you have to do both. Comparison body parts. Comparison body parts. This selects the body parts from, I'm going to fucking throw up. This selects the body parts for which the comparisons with the outliers are carried out. If all, then all body parts from the config YAML are used. Great. Do that. P-bound. For outlier algorithm uncertain. Okay. Okay. Epsilon. Model fit. Outlier algorithm. AR to agree. Significance level for detecting outliers based off of confidence interval of a fitted ARIMA model. It's like this should be cross-linked and stuff like that. Like each of these, every one of these things should link to like another little, like just a short explanation. Just send me to the Wikipedia page. Like, you know, the Wikipedia page isn't good. Fix it. Like, if you know better than they do, fucking fix it. Like, aren't you the expert? God in heaven. Oh my God, destination folder. Where are we here? What is this one? Extract outlier frames. Wait, destination folder. Specifies, oh my God. Oh my God. It goes to the same, okay. So when I'm refining, okay. So if I don't, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So if I don't set that dest folder, which again, thank you so much for saving so much time. I didn't want to read the whole thing, and certainly thank you for not using some sort of space-like object, and it's just dest folder. If that's not set, then whatever the fuck this is doing is going to dump, specifies the destination folder that was used. Okay, this is from the past, that was used for storing analysis data. If none, then the path is used. And I'm guessing if it doesn't find it, it just probably crashes with like error thing. This is where a pydantic model would be good, because like at the moment that you tried to make that model, it'd be like, just validate it, be like, does it exist? And either, I guess, and so in this case, if it doesn't exist, you should die. In another case, if it doesn't exist, you should make it. And you can sort of pick which one based off of this setting. Model prefix, directing that model evaluating the network by default, they're assumed to exist in the project folder. Sure. Wait. Does that mean that the paths are relative? Track methods. For empty by default for a single animal. For multiple animals can be either box, skeleton, or ellipse, and will be taken from the config if none is given. Great. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's what it wants to be. So we're going to hit that, see what happens. Go away. Hey. Great, another raw. Just great. It's great. I love it. I'm glad that it's counting up. Else, presumably to a number. Likely the number of frames, but there's no way to know because it says items. And it doesn't even say items, it says it. I just happen to know that means items. I've inferred that over time. Like you look at it for long enough, you're like IT over S. Oh shit, items per second. And then that number is like, I think is how long it has taken since you started. I don't know. Sometimes it gives another number like above, like the less than, which I guess is the amount of time estimated to remain. What are we doing? We're extracting outlier frames. We may not even run it. Oh, I want to check those videos. It's not going to draw anything on it. Like I don't know what's happening here. Is it because it's all below threshold? Is it getting filtered out? I wish I'd saved it as CSV. Okay. I can't do anything because the GUI's frozen because it's in the same thread, almost certainly in the same thread. Well, it is in the same thread because it's frozen. But like, yeah, I'm not seeing anything drawn on here, and I don't know. Are we done? 335? Did I make this or did you make this? Did you just make this? No, that's from me. From before. So but where is it saved to? Where does it go? Is it here? Is this what I'm looking at? No, this is the fucking likelihoods used to set P cutoff. So they're super low. Their likelihoods are super low right now. Okay, so this is the numbers I should be going. I guess this is the numbers, yeah. So these are all of them on top of each other, and they all suck for the whole walk, which is fine. So we want to see this number go up. This doesn't seem right though. No, because I think they're all getting filtered. Did I tell it to filter? No way to know while it's still running. Great. Well, this looks. Is this better or is it worse? Okay, it's like this is better, which is good because I trained more on this one. Still does not appear to have gotten over threshold anywhere. Oh, something's here. delta XY count. What the fuck? Hist. Great. Great. I'm glad you named that hist. That's a wonderful and useful thing to have named it, especially because the y-axis is labeled count and the x-axis is called delta x delta y. Presumably, this is a histogram of the per frame velocities, telling me like what's happened from frame to frame, and this is a measure of like pixels per frame. So on the given frame, if I look to the next frame, what is the probability that that marker will be like this number of pixels away? I assume that's what that means. I have no idea. Maybe it's written somewhere, but I can't see it. Salt, you see. Salt everywhere because it's been an hour and I'm tired. And so I salt the earth, screaming into the sky. How dare they? That's new. Okay, so this is where it comes. Okay. We got ourselves a workflow. And then I happen to know. I'm gonna close this fucking loop because I'm mad. And then I gotta record the next thing before I lose the light. I already kind of did, but it's fine. I know now what the numbers are. Last time it was at 3,000 lumens. Because I did it on my phone. I recorded it. So now I can, and I wanted it more. So either I want it more or I'm just going to make it darker. It'll just be darker. Because I'm the one clicking and it does its whole, fucking who cares. Label them. And so you're telling me that I have to label all of these, I think. I think that's what you're telling me with your... Oh, no. Okay. Wait, is that... Those are machine labels. Okay. All right. Give it to me. Show me the text. Yeah, you did. Yeah, okay. It's like, I'm pretty sure you wanted me to track this bird. I'm pretty sure you wanted me to track this bird is what the machine is saying to me right now. Oh, I got to go get my who's it? My tablet. Okay, so you track the bird. What you got over here? Anything? No. Get him, Pooh. Get it. How do we pull these? I forget what I set it to be. So it's, yeah, it has it right now. The model's guess is that it's the bird. It's like you've always labeled the bird. We have a lot of confidence about the bird, and so we're just gonna put everything on the bird. And to that I say, hey, you know what? Oh. And it's like, also maybe this thing, we think that this thing is important. Specifically this part, the nose part. Yeah, dude. Great guess. From the available information you have. And this one, it's like, and also, actually, let me put that another way. It says, we know that it's a red thing that you want. We're actually not sure if it's this or this, but we're just going to go with this. So cute. It's so cute. It's learning something. See, this is why it's like it could have gone here, but it went here. And like it makes sense. It is learning something. So now we iterate until we die. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Okay. So what we're going to do. Can I do this? There's probably a faster way to do this. I guess it loads from some fucking one of these fucking things. A CSV and an iter, but like, I don't know, man. Save. I can probably. Oh, because it's collected now. Okay, so now I can check the thing I was wondering about of what does it call my collected data? If I leave it in, is it assumed that I'm okay with it? I think that is what it is. I think if I leave one in there, it gives it as like, if I leave it in, it assumes that I'm telling it that I agree with it. Because I haven't clicked on shit here. That's very good to know. Why can't I delete you? Oh, because I'm stupid. I was pushing the wrong button. Damn it. I'm a dum-dum. But it's okay. Because it's just... It's like... I feel like it's not even the default. It's kind of like the only available option. It's like, hey, I'm trying to do something. It's like, oh, that's going to be hard, dude. That sounds really difficult. Like, can I do anything effectively? It's like, I mean, probably technically. It seems like feasible that someone could do something at some point, but it just seems really unlikely is the thing. Can I just, so now once I see what it looks like over there, I can gut this myself. Thank you very much. I can also build it myself from assumptions, you see. Because I have so many assumptions. And I can just, I can auto-generate them. Okay, so now he's got nothing. And with nothing, I'm sorry, what the fuck? That's a bad bug. Is that a bug? Is that a real thing? You don't overwrite it with empty data if there's no data. That's not great. Okay, I can fix it. That's a hell of a gotcha. It's a hell of a gotcha. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, right, we got this one. Sequential. Pointer placed in sequence. Similar to sequence, yeah. Is placed. Yeah, okay. I'm figuring this out. I'm getting the workflow. That's not your nose. That's not your nose. Wait. Okay. And if I have to, I'll just click everything like this. I mean, not for a... I've clicked on more things for more. Like 300 frames, I can annotate this all by hand. I've done that before. And for this clip, I would do that. For sure, I would do that. Oh, look at this killer. Pathetic. No nose is there. Okay. Did I delete them? So I save this again and it should be giving me some XYs of, okay. It's fucking some, okay, so we got, oh, it's so bright. Can I make it dark? Okay, are you cool? Control, comma? Not cool. Ugh. Can you just stop? That's fine. God, it's so bright. Okay. So it just, okay, no, I got that. That's cool. So it's on, it's per image. Okay. Yeah, we're into that. Oh my God, I could build this in a, oh, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know. I'm seeing how this works now. It's kind of like, this one. Right, and that's why it was yelling at me. It was like, I don't know what to do here. I can't find out where the whatever is. And it's like, yeah, because it was looking for the machine labels and then the collection, whatever it was y'all called it. Ugh. Let me close it down. Oh, and then the merging. It merges something into something else. So I'll launch it again. Its algorithm is jump. And it, quick walkthrough. Great. Thank you for asking. How helpful of you to have given me such a friendly walkthrough. If only you knew how to persist a state and remember that I've already done that. Aha! See, once again, it's like, I'm pretty sure you wanted this. It's the red thing, right? We did like the red thing. No, my dear, I'm sorry. I understand why you got confused. I do understand. But it's wrong. Ooh. Uh-huh. Yeah, dude, you're figuring it out. I mean, I know it might not look like it right now. It might look like you're a dumb idiot pants, but you're not. You're figuring it out. I'm asking you to do something super hard. Empathetic programming. Oh, we're gonna get this. Oh, we're gonna get this, and it's gonna be so good. This is gonna be some very good data. Ooh. Is she trying? Oh, she trying. It's like, is that a foot? It's like, it's, you know, it's like, it's either a foot or a spine or a bird. It's like, yeah, dude. Look. Right front paw print. Hell yeah. That's probably like a labeled frame. All right, cool. Why am I cleaning all these out right now? I don't know. I can't remember. Great, good plan. I think so. I'm definitely telling it that it was wrong. But I will also. This is kind of like, okay, loop, and then I'm gonna give you nose. I can click on my cat's nose 20 times in a row. Oop. And then by the end of this, it should be pretty good at tracking the nose and the bird. I wish it showed the trails. Is that an option? Wasn't that a thing? Ooh. I like that. Come on, guys. Come on. Thank you. This is great. I love this. I love TR. That's what I wanted it to. When I said show trails, what I wanted was a little window to pop up that said TR dot 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 and nothing else. And now we're here. That's perfect. Oh, it's a tab. It's a floating window. What's this? Oh, okay. Why? What? I don't know what this is. It's cool. Let's see what you're doing there, because I only labeled a couple frames. What have I done? Have I broken it? Ah, Jesus. Okay, we're out. Abort! Oh, fuck me. I delete everything again. Ugh. Oh, cool, a walkthrough. Oh, dearie me. I love you. It's great. I'm so glad it exists. I respect the shit out of it. We love to laugh, you know? If we can't laugh at ourselves, then who can we laugh at? Other people is the option. But, like, don't, though. That's rude. Also, boy, I sure wish. Actually, is there a way to do that? At this point, I think I actually probably could. Okay, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to go through... I think if I save it now, it'll pop out here. And then this will be frames, only frames 0 to 11 won't exist, and then 12 to 19 will have a bunch of bullshit. Now, the numbers don't line up with the name of the file. So I can't do that correspondence. And as far as I can tell, there's nothing on this display that tells me which image I'm looking at now. But I don't want that. I would never. Why would I want that? That seems like a lot. I got... Oh, God. Hello. Anything useful? Or do you just put a terminal in there? Oh no, viewer. Okay. It's giving me some of this. Nothing I really want though. How about globals? I'm gonna hack your system, y'all. Oh, is it just the locals? It's just the locals. I think. I don't know how this works. Don't assume by... What is... Oh. Ah! Cool. What the shit? Stack. It's a stack. This is for end... Toggle end display. Reset view to original state. Yeah, that's probably what I want. This is not what that's not what that means. That is cool though. That's sick. I love that. That's cool. I like that. I'm gonna steal that. Oh, I mean, so what they did here is they take all the images and they stack them, and then I guess it's a composite. What would that be? They do like a median filter, or just like they the alpha by the number of frames and then add them all up. Ooh, look at this. Look at that. Hold up. Oh, fuck me. That's not what I was expecting to happen. Now do the thing. Now I understand. Oh my god. Oh, I need to be here. That's why. Oh, that's why that's one of your primitives. Is because in the 3D world we need that. Okay, well. But I just like this. I think that's super cool. It's like it's a foot plant and like an arc. Sick shit, brah. Give me that flat picture though. Delete, go, delete, go, delete, go, delete, go, delete, go. Oh, no, delete, go. In the middle of the night. Da 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 dee doo. Who's that? Okay. This is not the one I'm looking for. And we give them a click. And we give them a click. I was trying to learn this thing. It's, you know, as per usual, it's like there's no data. It shouldn't be there. And so now this is the part that's a problem. So if I save this now, this is still going to have stuff in it. That's a problem. Because I think it's because there's nothing to save. And so I suspect that if I add one frame here, and then I save it again, now it might just have one. No, it still has all of them. Y'all, that's not great. That's not great at all. That's a fuck bug. That's like a bug. That's like, so if I load it, if I save halfway through, oh, that's bad. Okay, but we know now. Just nuke it. Nuke collected data. These are all of the bugs that would stuff like that. It's like that's a problem that gets obviated by a refactor, because it's like we don't really even need to fix that. Just like whatever your system is, it's like this is what happens when you have sloppy code. No offense. Is like bugs like that sneak through, and like how many people have not been able to fix their shit because, like, again, like the workflow, as far as I know, it could be wrong, but as far as I can tell, if I'm running it and like I've done my first half of the thing and the last half is garbage, and I save halfway through, it will save the machine labels as labels. And then that will be just trash that goes into the next iteration. It's like this is like I am reporting it now. Someone else report it. I don't know how to find like enough available energy to be able to report that in a way that's like it's like helpful and like within my grasp, I think is another way to say that. Okay, save. Okay, but I don't need to save because now I know what's happening. So you get saved out. Okay, and now I'm going to merge the data. Now when I merge the data, where is it going to go? I personally have no idea. And this is not going to tell me. So merge the data. Make sure you have refined all labels before merging the dataset. If you merge the dataset, you need to recreate the training before. Are you ready to merge the dataset? I don't know, man. You tell me. Like, no feedback. Okay, what day is it? The 2nd. Who was just made? What is like? So merge data set does what? what is being merged into where, and where does it get saved? And then, did it work? Do I have to click it again? If I click it again, will it be a problem? That was this morning. 407 is now. It's just happened. So we got the collection and we got the machine labels. Merge data set. Merge data. Where merge to where? Where does it go? Where did it go? Did I do it right? I'm gonna click it again. I'm gonna stuff your shit full of logs. I might just go ahead and start. Just because I need it at this point. And have I touched anything yet? Because if I just go through and add logs, then that's a non-destructive thing, and you can just decide. And I can do that. That's a non-destructive thing that's only helps. And if anyone wants to complain, it's like I don't like that many logs. I'll set a thing so you can set the verbosity or whatever. But also, I am happy to inform you that you're wrong. Is this new? Okay, so it should have been. I clicked the button on 3/2 around 4, which is now 4 p.m. I don't know where it went. Like, just fucking log your shit, please. Logging was hard, and that was like one of the first things, and that was one of the first things Endurance helped me set up. Endurance Adehan, my CTO / code software mentor. He is a pro, high level pro. Fucking whatever. I think it should be good. I'm gonna go click the button and then walk away. Merge data. I said I did. Sure. Also, you gotta love this. Like, index 0 is out of bounds with axis 0 with size 0. That means that it's a none. It never should have gotten there. It's pedantic. Well, it's like if you try to put a none in a thing that shouldn't be none, it's just like blah, validation error. Like you said that was required. Blah. Now I am dead. Your front end should be friendly and your back end should be grumpy as fuck. Front end's like, hey, how do you want to do it? Whatever's fine. Come on in. Whatever. Click whatever button. All routes lead to the same place, man. We'll route it. Don't worry. Back end's like, you said it was a float and it's an int, so I'm gonna die. You said it would be an int if it's a float. It'd be a die. The other way around is fine, actually. Ugh. My brain is gonna fall out of my head. Where am I now? Who are you? Okay. Refine tracklets. I don't even think I have any. Also, it's disabled. Model view. Yeah, this. I am sure you had your reasons for the choices that you made, but I have to tell you that I do not agree with them and would have made different ones. I would have made these ones. Because of the rigid body assumptions you see. The rigid body assumptions make life much easier in a lot of ways. Are they purely accurate? No. But we have non-rigid, just distance constrained, right? It's going to be within a certain bound. Part affinity fields kind of do that. But like, that's the thing, you don't need part affinity fields if you just tell it that it's a one of these. A rigid body, you see. Close enough for me. Yeah. No, thank you. All right, I'm going to do another one of these. Hey. Happy training. I like that. That's my favorite part of your GUI is when you say happy training. Okay. Display iters, fucking a lot of them. We're not going to go very long on this one. Because we're going to go record more data. And I should film it, but I'm tired. When is sunset? Oh, wait, I know this one. I don't, but I have a sense. There's so many more options than were in the docs. There are so many more options than are in the docs. There are so many more options than are in the docs. But the pose config itself, it like explains itself, right? It's like there's so many more options that are in the docs. Okay, but this is good though, because you have everything here. So again, this is the problem. Too many docs. Like you have different docs in different places that say different things. I'm gonna go for a walk. And I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do this weekend. I'm gonna do like I'm going out later. I'm trying to. I could say here. I want to label something and have it go and then head out for the evening. Like I want it to be cranking while I'm out. 45 joints. That's the classic. I like this skeleton. It's a great skeleton. Mirror, multi-stage, Great. Okay, cool. Thank you for this. This is super helpful to me. Multi-stage, multi-step. Is this some kind of parameter or learning rate, stuff like this? And again, like, this is what happens. Like, if the output is a paper, then you write the fucking 10-page PDF, call it a day. It's like, fuck papers. God. Learning rate schedule for SGD Atom Optimizer. What? Also, are you saying that the default is to not use part affinity fields? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Because they're all false. They're all set to false. Why are they false? Good, it's not explained here. It's like after 2.2 is like from starting with 2.2. It's like after 2.2 these are active, or after 2.2 we should set them to be false, or we should set them to be true, or we only set them to be true if it's after 2.2. I'm sure it's explained somewhere. Okay. I could just set this. Oh, there you go. Let's fucking do that. Fuck you. Killing me. Absolutely fucking killing me. Okay, here's your fucking... If statements are also the enemy. if multi-animal in config and this activating extraction of PAFs. So it is. I want the PAFs everywhere. Is it just key point detection when it's single animal? Is that? Go read the paper. No. Oh, fuck me. Outputs. What the fuck is outputs? Okay. Evaluate, setup, pose position, SES. Great. Okay, that's called SES. Where? Okay, here. This I judge. This I judge so hard. Okay. Fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck everything. Where even the shit are we? Predict videos. Where even the evaluate. We want to be an evaluate. Set up pose position. So this is another fucking dictionary we're gonna put somewhere else. Great. This is my raw bullshit. You fucking. Is this the one? Is this the one? Is this what you're doing? Where are we right now? This is my raw 2KDM fucking enemy. 2 hours in. That's why I'm salty. I'm gonna go for a walk, get some food, and then come back and kind of just I'll feel it out. It's like, well, just gross. I don't know. We'll feel it out. Separation of concerns, single responsibility. Or, how about this? Fuck ton of if statements. I hear you with single responsibility. But what if instead fuck ton of if statements? Okay. I think it does need to be multi-animal. I think I do need to set it to be multi-animal. It's like a Boolean in the fucking config. I think. Right? I mean, it couldn't hurt. Right? You're gonna make me read that fucking paper. I don't want to read your fucking paper about the stupid second thing. I just want you. I want it to be in. It's like it's a tool. It should be in the tool. Yeah. And this is also. It's like just nuke the old one. Deprecate it. Don't use this one. Hey guys, don't use this one anymore. There's a new one now. Oh wait, no, we have to keep it active because that's the one that's described in the paper from 2018. Okay. And go. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the situation. I'm mad at the system that has put us into a position where this is the only reasonable way to handle things. Like, you got mouths to feed, you got people, you got to get funding, you got to maintain your career, you got to get tenure, I guess. And who do you have on your team that could do all this? Who do you have who has enough experience to be this salty about such small things? No one. Because I don't know anyone. Which is why I will do it, and I will teach everybody else to be just as grumpy as I am, because it will make the world a better place. because we'll be better scientists. We'll be able to collaborate. We'll be able to actually share tools. And if somebody comes along and says, I made another version of the same tool, we'll be like, why? And they'll be like, well, for this, that, and the other reason. And we'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Glorp. And then the children who are raised in this world will have all the tools that they need. You see, this is the international symbol for kill God. We're stabbing God with a spear, just in case you're wondering what the iconography is there. Which is it's a metaphor for the golden compass. He learning. Probably not much. I guess he's learning who. He's learning who the red dot is. The bird and the nose are the only guys I told him about, and the other guys. And he got some negative. I don't think they get negative. Maybe they do. Oh, that's probably what that distance threshold is if I leave it in. I don't fucking know. I don't know how it handles missing stuff. DF with missing. Ugh. Anyways, he learning, he trying. I'm gonna go do something else. But this is good. We're making progress. I think I know how to. I know how to wrangle this. That deadly bug. I don't know what to say about that. I should make an issue. I should tell the bot will help me make an issue. That's how we'll do that. We'll do it on stream, and I won't link to it. Oh, I can make a short video. That's how we'll do that. That'll be a nice way to reintroduce myself. Be like, hey guys, sorry about yelling. But I found this bug that absolutely should be fixed. God, I don't even want to go look at their fucking GitHub though. This is why it's like, I'll bet it's just full of a bunch of people screaming at them. Broken data stream. Yeah. I tried it and it didn't work. I can ask the question here. God, I just don't have the energy to engage. Okay, they got people on it. Yeah. 5 days ago, week, 2 weeks. Okay, so it's not that bad. Because probably people just bounce off of it. And help, like the people that know enough to go to GitHub and make an issue can probably figure it out. It's that thing I saw the other day. It's that light mode shit. Whatever the fuck that is. Oh God, we got this, guys. We got this. I can help. I want to help. I will help for free, and it will be helpful. Or we can like hire them. You can hire Skelly. Skelly does not work for free. Skelly is actually quite expensive, but he's very good at what he does. They. Fuck, Jesus Christ in space, heaven almighty. Okay. Mwah.